see all this mess going on with Porsha and Shamea. It's a hot mess. A lot of what you see going on is a whole toxic situation that, in my opinion, was never really a friendship. Like she mentioned on that what was it, Breakfast Club or whatever she was on, and she was talking about, well, we became friends through our parents who were friends, because they were friends. In essence, we were kind of forced to come together as friends because our parents were friends and we traveled together. And on that note, everybody that we meet or we engage with through friendships or parents or whatever, every friend is not your friend that comes into your life, okay? Everybody that comes into your life is not a friend. Some of them are associates, just people you hang out with, not people you invite to be close to you, up close and personal in your life, in your personal business, those kind of things. Because not to say that Porsha is a bad person, but she just may not be fit for Shamea, And the thing about it is, I don't know them personally, but when you see on the show, to me, it seems like Shamea is more supportive of Porsha. And Porsha seems to be more, really, honestly, not to bash her. I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm just giving my opinion of what I see and what I think about what is going on, okay? I'm not on here to bash or down talk of nobody. That's not what I'm here to do. But just expressing myself about what I see. Porsha seems to be really selfish when it comes to friendships and people around her. And everybody has to cater to her needs and what it is that she wants. And quite honestly, she's enabled by that. She feels entitled because of it, because no one holds her accountable for anything. As long as everybody is doing what makes her happy and content, then she's happy. And then when she's not, and she doesn't agree with what people are saying or what they're doing, then she's not. She's throwing tantrums. That's just what I've seen. But back to what we were talking about, the issue of Porsha posted some message about Shamea speaking on her mother, and turnabout is really fair play because your mother spoke on her. Now, I don't think anybody should be talking about anybody's mama, and friends really shouldn't do that either. The fact that you can do it openly in public, in the public side, says to me that really there was no real friendship in the first place. Because real close with my friends I've been friends with for years, it would never happen. Okay. And my friends I've been friends with for years, we ain't never fell out. So in my opinion, if you falling out over some of this stuff that you got going on right now, then they weren't really real friends. Because I don't even fall out with my friends. But Porsha's mom said some hurtful things about Shamea on the show, and Porsha didn't defend it. She didn't give a decent opinion about what her mom said or nothing. Her mom called Shamea, what she said about her carrying the bone, whatever. I don't remember the exact expression she said, but anyway, y'all saw what she said. So she was speaking on Shamea. So Shamea has a right to defend herself and respond to what Porsha's mother said. Now, she shouldn't be saying anything really ugly about her mother, but speaking on what she did and how she feels about what was said, she has a right to do that. And turnabout is fair play. So, if you sow that, then you also have to reap it. Now, you allowed your mom to do that, And you've also sit back and watched people say some horrible things about her. One was, I remember back when there was conversation with Phaedra and what's her name? Oh girl, the other housewife classmate. Now y'all know I got. I'm in menopause, so I forgot. Okay, Sheree, yeah. Sheree. They were sitting there having a conversation about Shamea getting entangled with, allegedly, with Candy and her husband on some stuff, and allegedly. And she was sitting back chiming in with what they were saying. So, okay, come on, lest we forget. You know, it's funny how people can do stuff like that, and then when it comes back to them, they don't have no understanding. Well, you know, sometimes when stuff come back to you like that, then that just might be the spirit trying to give you some understanding. Okay, that's where you reap what you sow comes in. You know, when we do stuff, and then we don't have no understanding when we doing it to other people, but when they do it to us, then we get all out of sort. Well, that's when you reaping what you sowed sometimes. And sometimes that happens to show you what you're doing to others. I'm not saying by any means that Shamea is innocent. They both are really kind of, at this point, being... Porsha been quiet. I give her that. She ain't been speaking much, but this rose up when she started saying that about her mother, you know. And if it's true, okay, she ain't calling on there, call your mama no out of her name and speaking all kind of wretchedness against her or anything. She's just speaking her feelings about her mom and what and how she feels about what has happened and what is going on. So, but at the end of the day, the reality TV, that's what's going on. Okay, that's what's going on now. That's what you're going to get. Y'all want that money? So, you know, there's all this stuff is going on. And it's a lot of destruction and friendships breaking up and marriages breaking up and all that stuff. So that's what you get. But the moral of this story is, be careful what you sow, because that you will also reap, okay? If you out there, you and your mama having a conversation about Shamea and what she's doing and speaking on her name, well, turnabout is fair play, baby. You got to receive it, okay? Because you've done it. That's all I got to say about that. It's sad to see their relationship, their friendship fall apart the way it has been. But it's been toxic all along. So just maybe that friendship was never meant to be, you know. And it would be nice to see them come back together. But I don't see that happening because it's a toxic friendship that never really should have been called a friendship. I don't think. Okay, I don't know what y'all think. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents worth today. Okay, like this video, share, comment. You know, we can chat about it. I don't want to be ugly. I don't want nobody come on here being ugly. But, you know, people have their opinions. And when you offer yours, you have to be open to opinions. So, hey, you know, I'm strong. I can handle it. Express yourself. And anyway, I'm just on here to chit-chat, y'all. And run my mouth and have story times and all that stuff. So like, share, comment, and follow me, okay? Much love. See y'all later. Bye. Oh, and in my chat rooms, they gonna be real relaxed, okay? Ain't gonna be nothing real formal about it. You might see me on the sofa, in the bed, in the kitchen, or whatever, okay? I'm not trying to do no real formal stuff over here. We just chatting, okay? All right. Happy Saturday. Have a good one.